Yeah, early stages I couldn't really bend the knee much. Obviously want to let everything settle down and calm down, but there was so much fluid in the knee and scar tissue from the operations that it actually seized your knee up. So I'm about at 90 degrees now with my knee, where when I first come out I struggled to probably get 15. So it's come a long way over the last couple of weeks, and it's getting there, but that's the only thing that's really slowing me down. Biggest part of my recovery is obviously seeing the physio, trying to get the knee to loosen up and get them to put their fingers into it to try and loosen it up. So for me, that's the biggest thing that I do for each week. I'll probably see physio 2 or 3 times a week, and then also do some training in the days between, trying to lift my fitness back up over this break as well. So it's pretty hard with the wrist because it's only put so much load through that till I get the all clear with that, and it's also the same with the leg. So it's seeing those guys regularly each week and trying to work out what we can and what we can't do. Physio exercises, obviously just trying to get the knee to move. So it's kind of hard. He wants also to build the muscle up in the leg as well, but it's one of those things, if you can't bend your knee, your leg all the way back, it's pretty hard to pump the muscle to get it to grow. So there's not too many exercises. There is a couple of things I have to do each day just to try and get the knee to slowly bend through its scar tissue lock up and stuff like that. But more the other gym stuff is just to build up upper body strength and getting that right for next year. For the doctors, they're kind of looking at more just the pain in the knee. So they would grab the knee, twist it in different directions, the way, how much bend I've got in it, and making sure that there's no aggravation there or any sharp pains that I'm feeling. And they can see that from more of a facial expression. Physio is obviously checking angles and stuff like that constantly, so seeing if they're actually getting that knee moving. There's also another thing I'm probably going to do in the next week or so is a thing called a PRP, which is where they'll take blood out and spin it for 30 minutes, which will break down the blood down to their basic forms and their healing agents, and then they'll probably inject that into my knee, trying to get some extra blood in there to try and loosen it up as well. So it's not just all healing, sitting around trying not to do much with it. It's as much as we can to try and get it to go. Yeah, since the crash and getting to where I'm now, I've lost about 8 kilos, not all fat, which is a bit of a shame, but mainly muscle. So it's going to be a tough holiday trying to build that back up, and it's mainly all around my leg that's gone. So everything else has stayed pretty consistent. It's just dropped a few kegs in the leg. Yeah, I've got a program to set me through to February. I've got a new nutritionist. He'll also be my trainer as well. So working hard with the physiologist, all those guys are to working hard to get me better than what I was this year. So that's the goal going into next year, that by the time February 22nd comes around, which is the first test day, that I'm actually feeling fitter than what I was this year. A few things, I guess. Spending a lot of time myself is how boring I am. It's kind of a bit of a shell shock, really. I thought I was actually a pretty exciting type of person, but I'm actually a pretty relaxed person, like long walks on the beach, ice creams, and just spending a lot of quality time with my family. But I have worked out I've got a pretty awesome family, awesome stepmom, and awesome dad that took a lot of care of me. So it's a credit to them of how much they put up with me each day when I'm full 100% healthy, other than when I'm only about 50%. So that's a big credit to those guys, and I think it's a bit of a kick in the bum for me to realise how lucky I am. I think without the support network and with family and stuff like that, it would have been a lot different and a lot harder, and I don't think I'd be as far progressed either with my recovery. I think strives it on to hopefully not annoy them, but it's our sport's such a family sport, V8 supercars, and I've been racing since 7 years old with my old man, and he used to mechanic on the car. So when I'm racing, it's not just doing it for myself, it's doing it for him and the rest of my family, and also my friends out there too. So I've got an awesome support network. A lot of people that seem to care about me, don't know why, but just lucky, I suppose. And it's without those guys, I think my mindset would probably be in a lot different position than to where it is now.